right, get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, Nate Diaz, one of the biggest superstars in all of mixed martial arts. It's amazing to think where he could have taken his star power if he was in a regular cycle competing every 3 months.
Yes, if he fought as regularly as most guys, his star power would be even bigger. But Nate Diaz moves at his own pace. A phenomenal striker and a great jiu-jitsu tacticianer. You fall into Nate Diaz's guard, you will get submitted, as he's shown on a number of occasions. A fantastic fighter. Welcome back, Nate.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
So here is the inimitable Nate Diaz, more than 10 years on this UFC roster, and here's a guy who intimidates a lot of opponents before they even make the walk tonight. Very difficult guy to deal with and an exceedingly hard guy to put away. Nate Diaz back in another big spot tonight.
Solid punch lands for him.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
This is not a place where you build into something. You got to be ready to fight the moment the fight goes.
Well, back in the day, he was throwing in backyards in the 305 alongside Kimbo Slice. Now he's one of the biggest superstars in the UFC and showing that he's still got plenty of work to do.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Oh, nice jab by Diaz. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. How to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt already. Man. It's been a crazy fight.
Shot is blocked there by Diaz. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Oh, that's a beautiful land downstairs with the kick. Hook to the head there by Diaz.
Liver kick.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. You got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, how clean is that jab by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
He landed it perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight. Another blow. He's hurt bad.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night. All right, so there's the end of the round. And
You ready to fight? Ready.
here we are, early round two.
Fast leg kick lands.
All right, same.
Serve him up. Go get him.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, just missed with a hook. That punch was deflected. Nicely done.
Oh, right in, barely missed there.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other. Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up.
Like that.
Oh, big shots raining down. transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did.
Takes his back now. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important. That was a slick transition. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. Yep, got to be very careful there. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges, and big picture, I think, could set him up for futures. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Masvidal's side starting to swell now. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch and that.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Big shot to the head. Wow, actually got the takedown.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Diaz is right back to the full mount. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
He's got to start throwing down.
Honest fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to it. Oh, heavy shots raining down. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Masvidal's in half guard now. Moving his head here on the ground.
I mean, this guy is very active off of his back. That helps him to evade those strikes.
Diaz is back in full mount.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor.
The swelling starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Diaz has got full mount now. Nice positional control here. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner now, and all right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 2.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following a game plan.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Big roundhouse now, just misses.
Cut him off, cut him off.
Missed on the right hand. Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was hitting high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
You know, it has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, you're targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening.
Diaz is able to protect the eye there with that block. Nice job with his fight awareness there to raise the guard. Switching stances here. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Masvidal's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. Masvidal has been nearly impossible to put away by knockout in his career. Under a minute to go in round 4. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Fighter blocks a punch. So, place shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
10 seconds to go in the round.
Time,
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, there's the end of the round, and what a 5 minutes it was for him. Rocked and stunned his opponent multiple times, and I don't know, did his opponent just say uncle on the stool, or is he going to fight on?
I mean, he may say...
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top.
Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier. Strong reversal there.
Now Masvidal's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
Fight back.
Oh, we told you to keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider now, and he continues to target that area wisely.
Well, when you saw it right away, it wasn't that bad. But as he continues to target it, you can start to...
What a great fight. Damage doled out on both sides. Perhaps some bonus money coming the way of these two individuals at night team.
50K, baby. Somebody's getting paid. These two guys are doing a great job in a fight that is so competitive, that is so evenly matched. These two really will be proud of the effort that they have shown inside the octagon tonight.
Here's the buff with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Nate Diaz!
West Coast. Nate Diaz gets it done tonight, DC. Big effort from the 209er.
Man, still balling. My man Nate Diaz gets the job done again. What a fighter. Stockton's own Nate Diaz.